with a beautiful mustache. His name is Richard. He is 42 years of age, and he thinks that he can somewhat inspire you to become a greater savage or align with the savage that already exists within you. And throughout this live, I'm going to prove exactly why I am the man to trust and why I should be the one that is guiding you on your savage journey. That is exactly why we have these lives and these episodes in the Savage Army series. The title of today's episodes are Weak Men, Weak Kids. We are going to talk about why I believe that our society, even training, is making men weak and therefore making kids weak. And then we just continue a generational weakening of humanity, of men. That is exactly what we're going to talk about. And this may sound like a completely weird topic for you to tune into, but trust me, stick around and you will definitely get a lot of this live. First and foremost, my name is Richard. I'm 42 years of age. I am currently representing the Savage Army in Stockholm. Where are you currently watching this live event from? That is my very first question to you. Whether you're here at this live right now, at this moment, or later on, feel free to comment in the comment section where you're located at, because this helps us understand that you and I, we are part of the Savage Army Brotherhood. That is a massive community of like-minded individuals from all over the world. This is what this is about. I love to be part of the Savage Army just like you are. I am a guide that will guide you towards greater aligning with the savage that already exists within you. This is my profession. This is my mission. This is my life fucking purpose. I have found it and I fucking love it. So we're going to talk about why weak men of today's society is creating weak kids, and how we as men right now at this moment have the opportunity to change generational weakening of all mankind. I believe that fitness industry is the most scamming industry in the entire world. And here's what I will say more about that. For decades, there has been people who are using performance-enhancing drugs, pushing supplements into your mouth hole and claiming that without this powder into your system, you cannot simply gain the type of savagery that you should be getting. You have to spend 4 to 5 days inside of the gym because you need to split up your body into different kind of muscle groups. Back and by Tuesday, chest and try Thursday, cardio one day, and legs on the other day. Who can commit fucking 4 or 5 days with 2 to 3 hour training sessions at a time to their fitness, only to look a certain way? Are you training to build a symmetrical physique and look shredded for a few weeks with your boys in Mykonos, Greece? I believe if you choose that trajectory and that direction, you are training for appearance, and appearance only is not going to make you satisfied. Compare that with training for purpose, for performance. We are men over 35 years. We have so much more responsibilities in our hands than we've ever had before. You can not only be a provider for your family unit, you need to be the protector of your family unit as well. If you're not taking care of your health, which should be of your utmost importance and your priority, your kids and your family unit cannot depend on you. They see somebody who is making excuses, who is becoming fat, who is becoming undisciplined, who is not prioritizing themselves, who is only quote unquote putting food on the table. In my definition, a man is somebody who takes responsible actions for himself to be the provider and the protector for his family unit. This is what all of my training is focused on, providing for the savages all around the world. I believe that if we start to bring out a little bit more savagery in each and every one of us, we will create a new generational savagery, meaning that if I inspire you, you will inspire others, and they get inspired to start training the way you are training, and other people around them will start to see how they are training and get inspired themselves. This is how we create generational savagery, and we fucking stop this bullshit about weak men turning into weak kids, these kids turning weak themselves, and continue this fucking path downhill. It is your full responsibility to become and align with the savage that already exists within you. Mr. Jonathan Osborne, it's good to have you here, Brother Savage. Great to see you. It's great to see you as well, all the way from Canada. I miss you so fucking much. We have one Savage representing and holding it down in Switzerland. I'm currently in Stockholm, Sweden. We have Adam James, blessing from Rochester. I think that's how you say it. Rochester. I have no idea. No, Rochester, New York. And we have one Savage saying, united till I die. Savage. This is exactly what this is about. So how do we go about changing this fucking generational bullshit of trajectory downhill? I believe that high volume training over doing sets and reps inside of a gym is absolutely essential. That's the first essential step, because I want you to be able to step away from looking at yourself inside of a gym doing bicep curls and tricep extensions. All type of training, yes, you and I can agree to this, is positive. Compare that to not training at all, yes, it's absolutely positive. But are you training for appearance or are you training for performance? I believe that appearance, the way the fitness industry have brainwashed us to believe that we need to look a certain way. We need to have a symmetrical physique. We need to have a shredded body in order for us to attract a significant other. I think that's absolutely bullshit. You know why? Because I come to realize that women, at least the type of women that I am interested in, they want to be able to rely on you, your word, to feel safe, to provide stability, and to know that what you say is actually going to happen. They need to be able to trust, feel safe, and appreciate you. They depend so less on whether or not you have 9% body fat percentage or if you have 15% body fat percentage. They don't necessarily care about your popping shoulders or your massive calves. And you might say to yourself, well, that's not why I do it. That's not why I train. So why do you train in a way that a bodybuilder does, who is, in my opinion, the most useless piece of meat that could ever roam on this planet, not physically capable of doing anything, can't fucking run after the bus if he misses it. He can't even touch his own toes. He can't even rely that his heart is going to hold until after he is 40. Come on. This whole bullshit that the fitness industry is pushing you to believe that performance-enhancing drug junkies are telling you that you need to buy his protein powder and get a 10% commission on this so that he can continue collecting cold, hard-earned cash into his pocket while pushing fucking a needle into his arm to look shredded. So that you as well can look shredded for 3 weeks when you are doing your little boys tour in Greece. Come on, man. We're better than this. We're fucking savages. We need to change this fucking trajectory, or your kids are following your bullshit excuses as to why you should not. I offer high volume type of trainings because they will guaranteed change who you are. The outlook on yourself, it will change. You will have a paradigm shift. Now, what the fuck does this mean? It means that you come into a session, day 32, and you have 350 repetitions to do together with 3 movements and 1 piece of kettlebell. You think to yourself, well, holy shit, this is going to be pretty tough. Okay, let's see how I go about this, right? And you start to having these doubts, right? Those doubts is actually going to serve you later on. So the more you are questioning your ability to perform and finish that day means that you are outside of your comfort zone. You're not going to finish this session and be the same person who you were before you stepped the fuck in. Because high volume training does exactly this. It changes you up here and it changes you here. So all of a sudden, you do accomplish this high volume training session. You do realize like, hey, holy shit, I was actually able to accomplish all of these 350 repetitions. Then you will grow. You will grow mentally. You will grow physically. You will grow and build fucking character. You will become a different person. Now imagine if you do this day 1 to day 30, or if you invest in the high volume training bundle, that is 250 sessions based upon a kettlebell, sandbag, and a mace or a sledge. You have a full year of transformation. Now, I'm not telling you to transform. You may be super, super happy where you are right now, and I respect that decision, 100%. But I can tell you that transformation from one habit to the other, one day to the other, holy shit, I get so fucking high on that. I get so fucking grand knowing that I have a structure in my hand created by this 60 man with a beautiful mustache across his face is telling me to do the following. Warm up this way. The main workout is this. And afterwards, I have a breathwork practice, all for you to aid in your recovery and cultivate further gratitude for the hard fucking work that you have been doing. Come on, man. It's worth $45 any day of the week. Majority of the savages that then finish day 30, they go back to day 1, but this time they have a heavier kettlebell size. They have a heavier sandbag size. They have a heavier sledge or a mace. This can be utilized for fucking a lifetime. That is what I am offering you. I'm offering you a solution to the problem of what you're experiencing. No structure. You don't even know how to utilize the kettlebell in an efficient way, or you do know how to utilize the fundamental movements with the kettlebell. Great, let's progress to more advanced movements. Get the Kettlebell Training Program 3.0, and you will be doing 15,200 repetitions in the transverse plane. This is what I'm talking about that I offer. And this, my dear brother savage, is how you transform from one state of your existence to an elevated state of your existence. And what happens is that you then inspire others. You then inspire the most important thing in your life, which is continuing your bloodline, your kids. They will now see what a fucking dad that they have. Isn't this incredible? If you're not a dad yet, great. You will inspire others to do the same thing. I had a question on the Instagram live that I did before jumping onto YouTube. John Osborne, he says, best changes in my life, finding the savage life. John, you already lived it, and the savage already lives within you. You were just part of other men who was on the same desire as you are. So all together, each and every one of us, we're just contributing a great amount of fucking energy between one another. So we're elevating ourselves every single day we connect with one another. This is what this is about. Johnny Sins, that is actually not me, but however, funny story. On TikTok, Johnny Sins follows me. Maybe on Instagram too, I don't think so. But on TikTok, he does, which is hilarious. When I saw the notification of Johnny Sins following me, that was pretty funny. But I am definitely not him. I only have one profession, and it's not that profession. That was hilarious. So we have been talking, if you're just now joining this live event, why weak men in today's society are creating weak kids. One thing that I want to touch on that I absolutely think is important, that is also a misconception in my opinion. You see, if you train in a way that you're splitting your body up into different kind of muscle groups, have you ever got into a fight? Several times in my life. I probably lost 60% of them, but I definitely held my ground. I probably won, a few before the police came and broke it up. I'm not proud of it, but it was definitely a great learning lesson. When I was in the military, I had a close combat situation take place. That was interesting when it's weapon engaged or part of it as well, but that's a different story. What I was talking about is something that could be of a little bit unconventional type of mindset and theory. If you're training to split up your body into different kind of muscle groups and become this useless piece of meat, like a bodybuilder, for example, then you will definitely need rest days, because it's statistically and factual and scientifically proven that if you work out to build growth in one particular area, such as you building big biceps and big triceps, you absolutely need rest days. So yes, rest days are important if you train in a way that a bodybuilder, the most useless piece of meat roaming on this planet, is. But if you train for performance and you want to be able to rely on your mental and physical capacity the way I suggest that you do, then you do not need rest days. Okay, this doesn't mean that you're not going to train fucking hard. You just understand that you're going to be able to train in so many different ways that are different every single day. Let's use me, for example, since there's no one else in this dialogue or monologue here on this live event. Today, I trained 300 repetitions at 8:30 in the morning in a park here in Stockholm. I did 100 pull-ups, I did 100 push-ups, and I did 100 dips. Tomorrow, I will train with the kettlebell. I will take on day 17 in the Kettlebell Training Program 3.0 that you can find at thesavagearmy.com. And that's going to be completely different from tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, because then I'm going to utilize my Savage sandbag, a 100-pound Savage sandbag, where I'm going to utilize that in a way that is also going to be of high volume nature. The day after that, I'm going to go out for sprints. Okay, the day after that, I'm going to utilize a mace. Okay, the day after that, I might step back to calisthenics, or I might do kettlebell training in a new way or a different way. I might use a heavier kettlebell and do more fundamental type of movements. You do not need rest days, my dear brother Savage. You just need to understand how to recover in a day properly. Do you get your motherfucking hours of sleep? No? Okay, start there. Sleep is where the magic happens. It is not in your protein bottle, bro. It is not about you fucking spending hours on site or on this device right here. It's about you reading. It's about you eating proper fucking food. Yeah, bro, but you see, if I want to meet my protein macros, fuck that. Fuck that. You don't have to split the food intake that comes into your motherfucking mouth hole into only focusing on protein, fats, and carbs. Focus on calories. Calories. The caloric intake is fuel. Fuel that can then serve your training. Okay, of course you have to have an understanding that a chocolate bar is not as effective as a piece of steak is. But come on, you and I, we're not fucking toddlers. And if you for 1 second think that I'm going to provide you with a nutritional program where I have copy pasted from one person to the other that you should be eating chicken breast, white rice and asparagus, and sometimes switch that up with some spinach, and then you're going to have a protein shake. That's not going to be me, brother. I don't think that you as an adult need to be spoon-fed by somebody that you find on Instagram that have no idea about who the fuck you are, what kind of allergies that you have, what kind of food that serves you the best, when you should eat. I just had a sale come through right there. Somebody invested in the Kettlebell Training Program 2.0 from Germany. Pleasure, my dear brother Savage. Another one, let's see, Frank, and then we have one person who invested in the Mace Belt Training Program. Fantastic. Fantastic. So savages are already taking action based upon this live and the live that I had on Instagram prior. We're doing good. Okay, so I was talking about how I will never spoon feed you. You are an adult. You're no longer a fucking toddler. I hate when adult men are coming to me and saying, I do not know how to train. Oh, sorry, I do not train is okay. I do not know how to eat. I don't know what I should be eating. You know exactly what the fuck you should be eating. And if you don't know, try. I have been a vegetarian, vegan, raw vegan, pescatarian, a carnivore, only so that I can understand this way of feeding myself works best for my savage lifestyle. I want to be waking up, rested, putting in hard fucking work of training, creating content, sharing content, being present towards every single person that I love in this world, connecting with savages on a global fucking scale. We are close to 360,000 followers on Instagram, 375,000 on YouTube, and 900,000 on TikTok. We are growing as a community of like-minded individuals. I need to have energy to answer all the questions that is coming into my inbox, be able to provide an answer to each and every one of you who is writing to me, because I want to give you attention. So if I'm able to be able to do all of this for everyone else at the same time as I'm eating great, I am feeding myself, I am sleeping good, I'm providing love to people who I love and who I've never met, like you. I hope that you feel my love. Then I am succeeding with one day at a time. This is why I train, and this is how I eat. So eating is a very individual journey. You, my friend, needs to figure out what the fuck works best for you. I would never suggest that you invest $100 into buying somebody else's nutritional program that he or she have copy pasted from one person to the other and sell you this illusion that eat this way and you as well can look as shredded as I do. Be better than this, brother. Be better than this. This is how you do proper recover. You eat a caloric-rich food intake that is providing you with the provided proteins and carbs and fats and all of that great stuff. Absolutely important. But calories needs to serve you and fuel you, and you do not need rest days if you train the way I highly recommend that you do. Does that make any sense? Thumbs up. Use the thumbs up emoji if you agree with this message, or use the other emoji if you don't agree with this message. Either way, this is my purpose, this is my mission here in life, and I will continue doing this. So the title of this beautiful series that we have going on here on YouTube is weak men, weak kids. In today's society, we are becoming weaker and weaker and weaker because number one, we rely on a fast solution. Have a protein shake, bro. It's the fastest way for you to hit your protein numbers. Train for 20 minutes here at this little Zumba class or this little bullshit class. Instead of training for 45 to 60 minutes, outdoors in peace, you and one piece of equipment, following a structure that I provide for you. I've been doing this shit for fucking 20 years. Yes, I'm another bald guy with a weird ass mustache across his face, and you're wondering, should I actually invest my hard-earned taxed dollar on this individual? The answer is not provided by me, but from all of the thousands of individuals around the world that have already invested in my training programs and are so much further into aligning with the savage that already exists within you, in them, than you will ever be, making excuses and doubting this person that is sitting in front of you right now, sharing things and been sharing things for 20 fucking years and trains this way every single day. Yes, I am the man. I am the man to provide you and be the guide and coach on your savage journey. And I have no hesitation in saying that. I have been amongst great coaches, great people, and I know that what I offer is of utmost value to each and every one of you who have already invested and are now about to invest in my training programs. It will change your life. You'll be able to train at home right next to your family unit. They will see what the fuck you are doing. You will utilize a few pieces of equipment and gain maximum amount of results. This is the path, my dear brother savage, from changing from a weak, soft, lazy, unmotivated 35 plus gentleman into becoming the protector of your family unit and aligning on a daily basis with the savage that already exists within you. This is what I fucking do. Were you already a large guy or did you build your mass with this training style? So all the type of training that I have done for the past 42 years have led up to where I am today. You may think that this is big, small, fat, shredded. I don't give a fuck. But this I am proud of. I can say that I'm 42 years of age and I'm still fucking growing. Not only up here, not only physically, but as a whole. I am becoming greater because I want to become greater and I'm taking action on my desires. I do not depend on being motivated in order for me to pursue what I believe is of my greatest purpose here in life. It is already written. I know because I've established my 5 reasons why as to why I want to have a certain change occur in my life, and it's not depending on how I fucking feel. I know that my mission is to have you align with the savage that already exists within you. When I swing a kettlebell, I know that I have to wake fucking up early. I need to be at my best because I'm going to record content and then share it with the world so that you can be inspired to align with the savage that already exists within you. Then you will inspire others. Then they will inspire others. This is how we create generational savagery. And I fucking love this. Okay? This is why I love this. This is my purpose and my life mission. So all of the training that I have done has led up to where I am today. For the past 10 years of my life, I have been training this way, utilizing my savage sandbags. 100, 150, and 220 pound savage sandbag is in stock at thesavagearmy.com. And yes, I will always market my own products and services, 100%. If you don't like it, fine. But this is my profession, and I am not collaborating with one fucking brand out there. Because you know why? I don't want to dilute the message of trust that you are now finding from me. I don't want to dilute the message by pushing a product. Hey, bro, you as well can look as shredded as I do if you buy my protein powder so that I can get a 10% discount. No, you can get a 10% discount and I can get a 15% commission. You know how easily I could sell myself out and month after month start pushing a new product into your face? But I'm not doing that. So forgive me if I'm marketing my own products that I have created, that I have scouted out and sourced out in the greatest way. All of the training programs that I have recorded myself, that I have put in my hard-earned time and energy and money into so that you can have the greatest experience. Forgive me if I'm pushing thesavagearmy.com, but I am so fucking proud of that work. And I know that it will change you from one place to the other, transform you from one version to the other. Okay? All you have to do is invest your hard-earned money into me. I will give you a full refund after 30 days if you're not happy with the results, 100%. In all of the thousands of sales, that have happened twice. Twice. 1,000 sales, 2 people have asked for a refund. I'm not going to go into detail why, but it was on bullshit reasons. Anyways, let's continue. Cameron, he says, all I have is a few kettlebells. Will that work? 10, 15, and 20 pounds? Are you fucking kidding me? I have all the training programs for you. All the training programs. Get the kettlebell system and you get the kettlebell training program 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. It will progress you from a beginner to an intermediate and an advanced person, all in 90 high volume training sessions. From day one, you will start to feel results. Know that many of Savages, they do modify each day because it is going to be brutal. This is not a cookie cutter type of bullshit. This is not going to serve everyone. It's going to be hard for every single one of us. Because where you are at today, I will challenge you. The program will challenge you. You will start with a 15-pound kettlebell. You will feel like you have to decrease that weight or you have to increase that weight based upon the level of difficulty of that movement and for how long and for how many repetitions that you will be crushing it. This is what I offer. The high volume training programs are designed for exactly the type of tools that you have access to. A kettlebell, great. I got the kettlebell training program for you. Do you have a sledge? Great. I have the mace belt training program that also works for a sledgehammer. If you want to work with the Savage sandbag, I got that one too. So to answer your question, Cameron, visit thesavagearmy.com, or in this live, there is a tagged kettlebell system product. Click that link and you will be guided straight to thesavagearmy.com, where you can learn more about the options that I offer. It's a fine dining menu where you can pick from $45 for one program, get 3 for $97, get all 6 for $145, get all 6 plus a Savage sandbag for $197, or join me at the Savage Training Camp in Stockholm on the 28th to the 30th of November for 7 people only, 48 hours of hands-on guidance and coaching on how to utilize the Savage 3 tools together with me here in Stockholm. That could be something. Or you may have a lot of dough on your hand and you want to fly me in to your location and I will train you for 5 days straight. I will cover my flight, I will cover my accommodation, I will cover 2 training sessions per day. You will get 1 adjustable mace, 2 kettlebells, and 3 Savage sandbags. And you will get a full year of training with me online. Maybe that's what you want to have. Check out thesavagearmy.com and pick your option in the fine dining menu and choose the budget that works for you. I have something for everyone, okay? Bro does not train hard enough if he don't need a rest day. That's a very good question, Mr. Wild Magnus. I don't know if you are from the Nordic countries or not, but let's talk about that opinion of yours a little bit. I believe that rest days are absolutely essential if you split your body up into different kind of muscle groups and you do back and bi Tuesdays and chest and tri Thursdays, or you do, yes, things in that fashion. You absolutely want to have maximum amount of hypertrophy. Absolutely, I get it. But I'm not training to look a certain way. I'm not building this human machine into a useless piece of meat as a bodybuilder is, in my opinion. I train to be able to rely on my mental and physical capacity. And that looks different every single day. I don't believe in rest days. I believe that you fucking properly learn how to recover every single day. Today I train, yesterday I train, tomorrow I will train, and we'll all look different from one another. So I don't agree with you, Magnus, but I highly respect your opinion, and I wish you the very, very best here in life. Matt says, rest days are very needed to not overwork the body. Saying rest days are for softies is a very harmful thing to say. Are you here to help or harm? Very good point. Again, I respect your opinion. If you would have listened to this live event, you can clearly see how I'm saying that recovery is of utmost importance. I have given you clear structure on how to recover on a daily basis, such as eating proper and whole foods, sleeping accordingly, exposing yourself for heat and exposing yourself for cold. These are absolutely essentials. This is not something that I'm absolutely saying no to. But majority of savages out there are training in a way that is not at all beneficial outside of an appearance-based focus is that if that focus is what you desire and that serves you the best way, go ahead, be my guest. To say that something is harmful, that's the complete opposite from this video. So I do not agree with you, but I highly value your presence and I respect your opinion. John Osper said, gotta run, brother. Best system ever. I greatly appreciate your investment, your time, and your energy, John, and I look forward to connect with you later. Greetings. Any advice on nutrition, specifically how to get more protein in? Number one thing that I highly recommend for you is to figure it out on your own. Do not ask for advice. If you're an adult, you don't need to be spoon-fed a solution. You know what to feed yourself. You know where protein exists, and it doesn't exist in its most efficient way in a baby bottle. Okay? This may hurt somebody's feelings, and you go and come at me with arguments because you're so in love with your vanilla protein powder, and you will say, well, hey, this science actually proves this, and this research proves that and that. Yes, but an egg is an egg, an avocado is an avocado, a fish is a fish, a steak is a steak. Okay? Nothing will beat what nature, Mother Nature, have created and provided for us. That's not something that you can convince me on otherwise. Okay, guys, we have been active on this beautiful live event for 31 minutes and 35 seconds. Another question. Hello, Savage Brother. All love and respect, but do we know that you don't secretly go to the gym? I get this doubt when you flex your biceps while saying, let's fucking go. Hey, first and foremost, fair point. Fair point. Why would you trust me? Like, I completely understand this. And unfortunately, anyone that you see on the internet, on social media, has in one way or the other completely brainwashed us and fooled us. And, you know, the list goes on individuals who are claiming natural, who are doing this way and living this way. And it turns out to be not true. Okay? I'm 41 years of age. With a great social media following comes an even greater amount of responsibility. I sleep so fucking good because I know that what I offer is exactly who the fuck I am. I'm getting recognized on the street wherever I am. Now when I was in Lisbon, before that when I was in Pisa and in Tuscany, and now when I am in Stockholm. I know for a fact that anyone who comes up to me that knows me from social media will also have a great understanding of who the fuck I am, because I am that exact same person. I do not have a gym membership at all. I'm not interested to go inside of a AC-controlled gym environment, standing there in four walls in front of a mirror together with other men and women. That's not my forte. I love to be training out in nature, barefoot, bare-chested, swinging kettlebells, swinging steel, and slamming savage sandbags. There is something so fucking primal and savage about that I'm addicted. I am so addicted that I have made this into my profession. I don't have a side job. This is not a hobby of mine. This is what I do full fucking time. All of the products and services that I offer that you can invest your hard-earned dollars in can be found at thesavagearmy.com. So that's a very good question, statement, and opinion. I value it, I respect it, and I definitely understand it. Okay? It's been a great opportunity for us to connect today. There's been a few people who perhaps didn't understand the full message behind the live event. I completely take that. I have all the time in the world to explain myself and to share and be part of your savage journey. TheSavageArmy.com is where you find all of the training programs. It's been a good fucking... Thanks for clearing the air. Any updates on the gin and clothing brands partnerships? Nobody wanted to collaborate with the Savage Army. Nobody. So I was like, fuck it. I reached out to maybe 50 brands on how to dress properly, invest in a suit. This brand, they said, hey, we can collaborate with you. We can give you a 10% discount if you start pushing the discount codes to your fellow savages. Bro, I don't want to have any fucking discount codes to push. Pushing fucking discount code for another brand. Are you fucking kidding me? I have my own products. I have my own brand. I don't want to dilute this message towards you. When it comes to gin, now fuck it. That is actually sad. I really wanted to have a brand that is a Savage Army gin. Okay? A gin that you and I drink when we want to have a little bit of alone time, me time, and indulge and create these creative processes. I love having my little glass of gin. But no brands wanted to collaborate with me. Okay, I told them, hey, your customer, a man, age 35 and older, based in United States or in Europe, they are part of the fucking Savage Army. They are brothers of mine. Let's create something great here. 55 brands. I didn't know that so many existed, but ChatGPT helped me find these brands. And I reached out to them personally via DMs on Instagram, via emails. I tried to call the right people. I probably was able to connect with maybe 25 brands, and they all said no to collaborate with me. So I'm like, you know what? Okay. I guess that's the way it is, until one brand eventually will say yes. And then you know, being here on YouTube, that brand will be definitely worth it. And it will be a fun project and partnership to have. Don't you agree? All right, gentlemen, we have been part of this live together. You have been part of this live together with me. You have created this series, and the series will continue. We will continue to have these episodes live. I want to have it every single day because I fucking love it. Now my phone is dying here, low on battery, because I've been using the mic here, and that requires a USB port. So anyways, I wish you a beautiful motherfucking day. Visit thesavagearmy.com. Let's see if I can see. Let them be. We savages will do it all alone ourselves. I appreciate that the brotherhood is with you. I appreciate that so much, brother. And thank you for being part of the Savage Army community this live, and visit thesavagearmy.com if you want to pick up one of the high volume training programs that I offer. Until we speak again, have a beautiful fucking